You're listening to the SS Experience on SMG.
So, OG, I don't know how you guys know of him. I know of him as the guy from Rap City, the guy from Rap City in the basement. They used to have the basement popping with the freestyles and all of that shit. A lot of you may know him as the guy that hosts a radio show on V103 down here in Atlanta. Big Tigger. You know what I'm saying? Big Tig. He announced that at his big ass age of 51, he's expecting his first child. Oh, how can we divvy and dive into this real quick? You know what I'm saying? 51 first child. Now, I know a couple of 51-year-olds that are having children. It's not their first child. You know what I'm saying? But let's, as I like to say, let's rewind a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's set the table first. You know what I'm saying? Before we dibble and dabble into that real quick. At 51 years old, depending on when the birthday is, the baby might pop out at 52. 20, let's say 10 years from then, he would be 61. 15, he'll be 66. At my age now, playing ball with my 15-year-old son isn't what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? When he was younger, before I hit my big old age. So I know for a fact when his child, boy or girl, is 15, the fuck is Big Tigger going to do? Because the thing with children is you want to, I don't want to say you want to grow up with your children, but you want to feel more involved in the process. I know I was watching a couple of podcasts. They were talking about people even having children at 40. You know what I'm saying? First children at 40. I say it's irresponsible because of the first fact of, well, when they get to, want to play and move around, you can't do shit. You're already grandpa. I'll get back to you in a second. You're already grandpa at that stage. And you want to be going to pick up your kids from school. You want to be taking your kids, you want to go to the games and all that stuff. You already grandpa at that point. Like, there's somebody probably looking at Big Tig like, hey, Tig, what's going on, man? Which one of these is your grandkids? That's my son or that's my daughter right there. He's gonna look at Tig like, I remember you from the 90s. Nigga, it's 2025. You just now having a kid? Little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then a lot of people will say, well, have a kid at a responsible age. Big Tig's been in the game since the 90s. At least the 2000s, he's a big enough age to be responsible enough to have a child. You know what I'm saying? Waiting until 51 is not the move. You know what I'm saying? For your first child. Now, obviously, like I said, you got, other kids and all of that shit. Cool, I'm with it. But I'm just saying, though. It's a big-ass age. A lot of people got into the chat, you know what I'm saying, they was congratulated because everybody's not haters. People like to, show love and all of that stuff. All I'm just saying is like, when I lost my mom, Dukes, at 39, my age 39, not her, me at 39. That shit sucked. I know a lot of people have lost parents older than me, younger than me, but the mental toll that it took on me at 39, losing my mother, was the worst. Imagine if that child loses their kid, their parent, his case, whatever, and they're like 12, 15, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even really get a chance to know your parent like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, his kid is going to learn about his daddy or her daddy, Big Tigger, through the internet. You know what I'm saying? Rap City clips, the basement, and anybody else who can tell stories. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't gonna be there to tell the stories too much. You know what I'm saying? And when you're younger, you don't really give a fuck about the stories of your parents like that, for real, for real. So I just feel like it's just a big ass age.
You're listening to the SS Experience on SMG.